Hi, this is Peter Nicholson from the Foresight Design Initiative, and I'm talking to Florian Pfahler from Hanno's Brezel. Florian, tell me, how did you start your business?
I raised money. I wrote a business plan back in 2004 with the idea to bring more health-conscious food, packaged environmentally friendly, to Chicago. It was inspired by Whole Foods. And I also felt that in the category there was a need to bring something new and fresh to it, maybe European inspired, and that's how it started.
Interesting. So tell me, what is a Brezel exactly? And who's Hanna?
Well, Hanna is my daughter. Hanna is 7 years old now, but I have also a daughter called Ella, and I'm in trouble now because there's nothing for Ella and there's something called after Hanna, so I have to figure something out what I'm going to do there. But a pretzel is a pretzel. It's just in Europe or in any country outside the English language, it's spelled with a B compared with a P in the English language. Because this is a German pretzel, I decided not to spell it with a P but with a B. It is probably one of the oldest and actually most religious, not that I'm religious, but one of the most religious bread items that exists today. Even if you go back to the Last Supper on the table, you can see pretzels. It's been around for a very long time.
Great. Tell me, how does Hanno's Brezel incorporate sustainability principles into your practices and the products that you produce?
Well, sustainability, that's a big word. And it's a big challenge for us because we are a quick service restaurant compared to a traditional sit-down restaurant. Today, we're very proud, for example, that about probably 95 to 96% of our packaging is biodegradable. So we have a big environmental aspect in that. We just started working with a local farm. We finally found one that we can work with called Genesis Farms in Illinois, who follow the principles that we would like to see in the produce and the food items that we order, which is organic or non-sprayed, natural crop rotation, these kind of things. But otherwise, the biggest challenge we have as a quick service restaurant is that our customers come and expect reliability in the foods they can order, compared to a sit-down restaurant where customers do not want to eat the same thing again once they come a second time. So we have to have the same items day in and day out available no matter what. And it's been a challenge at times for us working with some farmers because they are not as professionally run sometimes as one would like to see. So consequently, if it rained, they didn't go out. If they didn't have it, they just didn't have it, but they don't notify you in advance, and then you just don't have tomatoes or you don't have arugula. And then you have a problem because the customer is expecting that when they come to Hanno's Brezel that they order a Parma sandwich or a Serrano ham sandwich or whatever it might be, that it is as per menu and per recipe and what they're used to. And they have very little understanding if we don't have the ingredients. So that has been our challenge. So in our restaurant, actually, sustainability is not on the top of the ladder. It is organic and non-sprayed ingredients, and then it's sustainability. We can't have local come first because it's been a challenge to get local consistently.
Right. What kind of food items do you offer at Hanno's Brezel?
Well, we're mainly known for our sandwiches. That's why we call ourselves the Uber sandwich maker, because we focus really on making more wholesome, better sandwiches than anybody in the city. But obviously we are, besides the focus on sandwiches, we're focusing very much on just wholesome nutrition. So there is salad, there is soup, there is pastry, but we really are about sandwiches, and that's the core of our business, and that's what we're focused on.
I thought you were about chocolate because of the wall of your famous wall of chocolate.
Yeah, well, we have a ton of chocolate. It's because I'm a chocolate addict. I think chocolate is one of those really beautiful, simple pleasures that nobody really ever focused on in any environment, whether it's been supermarket or grocery store. Even at Whole Foods or at Dominic's or at Jules, whenever you name it, I think there's very little focus on chocolate. We decided to go all deep, and we have about 200, 250 chocolate bars on the wall. It's been working really well. It's very novel. It's a conversation breaker, and it's very exciting, and it makes grown-ups act like kids in the store, which is very beautiful.
I find it stunning. Every time I come in, I look and it seems like you have a new brand of chocolate there. What are your plans for the future?
Well, we're opening a third store next year, and then another one, hopefully. We hope to open two. My idea was always to grow this nationally. Whether we're going to get there, I don't know. It's a journey, it's a marathon. I hope more than anything, besides growing it, to positively influence how people eat and how they perceive a quick service restaurant business. I want to prove that you can eat healthier and not compromise taste, that you can run a quick service business without contributing badly to the environment, that you can do that with smarter waste, and that it is financially a viable proposition. So far, so good. We're only 2 locations. We're just starting to walk, to crawl after we're getting rid of our diapers. So talk to me in 5 years' time, and I'll probably have a lot more to say.
I don't think I'm going to have to wait for 5 years, but I think maybe in a year or two's time. Last question, what is your favorite green product these days? Do you have a favorite green product of any shape, size, kind, whatever?
I do. My bicycle.
Yeah?
I think that the bicycle is the most under-talked and undervalued green product out there. And I think that it should be much more front and center in our society, and for some reason, or at least in the American society, which is such a car-focused society. And I wish that the city would make a much bigger effort in turning streets into bicycle lanes, or at least have bicycle lanes on streets, and stimulate more within the city of Chicago to have people move to bicycles instead of cars. And I think there could be a lot more done. That's my favorite green product.
Great. Florian Pfahler joining us here from Hannes Brezel. He's the president and founder of Hannes Brezel, has 2 locations here in Chicago. Florian, thank you for visiting us here at Chicago Green Drinks.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.